G'day, ZiggyD here, and welcome to part 37 of the Path of Exile Survival Guide live. There we go. We've got a party of viewers here on the live stream, and we're gonna just sort of farm some dogs for a while. Because to progress, basically, you need to, when you get into Act 3, you kind of want to farm some sun for a while, and then you want to get into docks and farm docks. Generally, with a party for a good amount of time, and since we're going to be doing it for a few hours anyway, I thought might as well put together a party of my viewers and have some fun on the live stream. So if you guys in the chat have any any questions or any beginners questions or just anything about what we're doing or anything like that, I'll be happy to answer them. And then later I'll try and chop this video up for the Path of Exile Survival Guide live edition. So pretty good, pretty good. Alright guys, you guys are ready? Let me just check. No Name Builds just setting up his rings, that's cool. Permanent allocation. I will rock permanent allocation, guys. I think endgame farming's best set up as perm. Perm, yeah. So there you go, that's an interesting thing to note out for the survival guide. The permanent allocations are good. If you're hosting a party, it's a good idea to set up permanent allocation. In general, like 99% of players prefer that for endgame farming. Are you guys ready? We've got Brickspin's got a docks instance, so we'll jump in Brickspin's docks instance. It looks like everyone's here, so let's go do some docks farming, guys. It's gonna be pretty cruisy. But looks like let's take a look at our party formation and give some shout outs to our party. We have Brickspin the Duelist, who looks like he might be. I think I saw him leap slamming around. There he is up there. It looks like he's got some. Might even have some Bringer of Rain action going on there. It looks like with the no chest piece. We've got GG Please, which is the Ranger. Can I see the Ranger? Just here, there we go. It looks like we've got a split arrow ranger, possibly a crit arrow split. A crit split arrow ranger. And then we've got Meta Duelist for 65. Is that Meta Syntax, perhaps? My party member from yesterday, but we've got another Duelist just in there somewhere. He's, where is he? Where are you hiding, man? Where are you, Meta Duelist? Hiding in here somewhere, we'll see him. No Name Build the Scion. The only Scion on the party. It's unusual to see a party with only one Scion in it. How's this coral ring? Is this going to be good for me? 30 coral ring. Oh yeah, we'll be grabbing that. And then we've got Screeves, who's been a long time viewer. That I definitely recognise your name, Screeves. And he's got the witch with the special portrait as well. And that's the witch there, which is just here. Looks like the summoner witch. I can see plenty of zombies and flesh offerings going on. You have a character at appropriate level. If anyone drops out of our current party, so we'll be doing dock farming for a couple hours. If anyone drops out of our current party, then we'll be adding in just whoever. So just keep an eye out for those LMP Void Bearers, guys. We don't want to lose any XP. I missed the map. Did I miss a map? I might have missed a map while I was reading chat. That's going to happen. Probably not really worth going back just for a 66 map. The 66 maps aren't all that uncommon. There we go, there's a pair of boots. So we are keeping an eye out for anything that could potentially be an upgrade. I'm also going to be picking up items that I could be like chancing or alking as well. Hey Ziggy, is it bad to have 2,100 life for a Lightning Arrow Ranger in Merc Act 1? In Act 1, that's not too bad. You can definitely farm some ledge with 2,100 life. You could potentially have more, so you might want to check that your gear has good life mods on it. So probably no less than 60 if you can help it, unless it's otherwise amazing. Like for example, most of my gear has more than 60. Like these boots have 40, but they otherwise have move speed, so they're really nice anyway. But you might want to check your gear, just to make sure that you have enough life across your gear. If you're playing the Lightning Arrow Ranger, you probably have more than enough life nodes, so it's most likely your gear. My Lightning Arrow Ranger is in Act 2 Merciless and has less than 2k HP. My Rain of Arrows Ranger is the same place, nearly 3k HP. So there could be a big difference between your gearing, or maybe just your life node progression. Maybe you haven't hit your big life node cluster yet on your Lightning Arrow Ranger. If you're playing like my Rain of Arrow Ranger and Lightning Arrow Ranger, then the Rain of Arrow Ranger gets the Silent Life cluster, which is like a big group of life pretty early on in the build, so it'll have more life a little bit early on. How are these? 51 spell damage, but otherwise nothing on there. And there's some move speed, life, resist boots. These are actually not too bad. What is the move speed? 25%? Lightning resist instead of cold resist. What's our current resist like? We'd lose lightning resist loss would be pretty harsh. That could actually be upgrade for us. So this is something we could keep aside because it's a small increase in move speed and an increase in life. But they're pretty low base items, so we'd lose a fair bit of armor as well. But not too bad a pair of boots. Definitely something you could wear if you're playing Self-Found or something like that. So sick to be in a party with Ziggy. Oh, thanks, Note Name. It's sick to be in a party with you too, man. It's nice to be able to play with viewers on this series. This series has been a little bit lonely since I've been playing it entirely by myself, entirely by my lonesome. Do I have any alks or anything? No alks or chances. I'm going to have to keep those rings aside for now. Shepherd's pie is ready. I'll be back after my food coma. Oh man, eat the whole shepherd's pie. 16 all attributes Onyx Amulet. Could be an upgrade if we get some nice stats on it. So I'm just picking up some white jewelry, have a bit of a collection. You know, anything that drops in docks is going to be at least 62, and if it comes off a rare or a blue monster, it could be 63 or 64. So kind of worth keeping an eye out for these guys if you're trying to like self-find your own upgrades. Alright, I don't have any, there's a ruby ring for someone. I don't have any alks at the moment, or any chance holders, so there's not too much I can do with them in terms of crafting. I could potentially craft a nice blue, that's also one option. I don't run ad block in your stream. Thanks, Glim. And thanks everyone who's saying that you have turned off ad block for me. Honestly, I think you should have the internet experience that you want. So if you do want to run ad block and you hate seeing the ads, if the ads don't offer you any value anyway, there's no point in you watching them really. I think advertising should add value, like ads should run that then inform you about something good, or you know, or maybe the ad's entertaining or something like that. But if you've never ever found an ad entertaining or informative, then you know, feel free to run ad block. Viper Nail, Amethyst Ring. 49 life, some mana and all resist. Not too bad, not too bad. That could be definitely used as a nice little leveling item. The all resist is always very handy to get on rings and amulets. GG, Meta Duelist for 65, level 72. But you're too high for me now, you have to get out of the party. No, I'm just kidding, man. To be honest, I've never thought of playing PoE. I ran across your stream a few days ago. I thought I'd give it a shot, so I appreciate the stream. That's awesome to hear, Destroy MILF. PoE is a really fun game, and it's also got a lot of depth to it. You can play PoE for years, I reckon, and I plan on. And not to mention it's free, which is pretty insane, really. Just when I disabled adblock, I got an ad for shaving cream, and I run a full beard. There you go. Look, maybe it's trying to tell you something, man. Get some of that shaving cream. Ziggy, I really enjoyed the video and stream. You're very informational. That's awesome, man. It's the one thing I'm going for. Entertaining. If I'm entertaining on top of that, then that's a nice bonus. We're full stash number 4. But that face is adorable. I love that little emoticon. Ziggy, I noticed you bounce back and forth to compare items. Did I know? Yes. I get this a lot. I definitely know that you can hold Alt. See, I can do it right here. There we go. I definitely know. But I don't know, I've just developed the habit of bouncing back and forward between them. So I don't know why that is. It definitely frustrates my viewers. Does the passive tree get wiped with the mini expansion? Only if there's a significant changes to the passive tree, which they haven't announced yet. Things like siege axes you can pick up and chance if anyone wants to do that. Was this the, that was the end of that run. I'll chuck this stuff in my stash and I'll be ready for another run. I'll just keep this stuff aside. You can even like just chuck this stuff in your stash and sort of keep it aside for later. I can like chance the onyx or the 2-stone. Also, I play your EK Scion build and I'm rocking 12.5 DPK DPS at level 87. That's pretty nice, man. You've got that Empower up and running to you. Is that with or without a Ming's Heart? Because if that's with the Ming's Heart, I'm eager to get my Ming's Heart. It sounds like it might be with the Ming's Heart, or maybe it's just from Empower and you've got some nice spell damage and stuff. Sorry if I missed anything in the chat, guys. If I missed something and it's been like 5 minutes since you said it, feel free to repost it. But don't like post it every 20 seconds because there is like a delay on the stream. Isn't that habit from playing D2 too much back in the day? Probably. Probably a few games, really. I've picked that up from. It's just like I'm not used to the idea of having that on-screen compare. In fact, it kind of weirds me out, to be honest, the next to each other compare. Oh, GG Brickspin, level 69, the #1 level. You ready to start maps now, bro? 69's the time to start. Oh, that's a chromatic item. Hey guys, I accidentally picked up a chromatic item. You want any? No, I'm not looking to buy any items at the moment, Stash, but thanks. By using Mortal Coil and increased duration on cast when damage taken. Does both have to be low enough level to be supported by cast when damage taken? Yes, they both have to be. In fact, I recommend running... Oh no, the increased duration, sorry, does not have to be. Support gems do not count, because they aren't actually cast by the cast when damage taken. So you can have a level 20 increased duration, but you just have to make sure your Immortal Call is the right level. Grats, oh I leveled, thanks guys, I didn't even realise. Indeed, Empower no Mings. Man, imagine when you get that Mings. Your DPS will go over 15k easy. That's gonna be, you got a 6 spell damage, Amy. Nice. So 15k, 12.5k DPS on the EK Scion without a Mings is pretty insane. So with the Mings, over 15k you'll be smashing stuff. Not to mention, you probably don't have any issues with Reflect all that much. And I imagine, and with the Mings, you're not going to have any issues either. So you can really get that DPS up without the Reflect issue. Yeah, there's a map there for someone. Let's grab my next level. Oh yeah, getting very close to Heavy Draw. So Superior Life Leech, I'll catch up with the chat in a sec, but I want to explain this. Superior Life Leech is a very nice superior gem to have. It increases the rate at which your life leeches. So when you're dealing with things like Reflect and stuff like that, it makes it really nice. I only use Leech on my Frenzy at the moment, but it's something I could switch out once it levels up a bit. Superior Life Leech is definitely one you should try and get your hands on if you can. It's got a 5-link drop, but I can't use it. Do I sell it white? Karui Chopper? Yeah, I'd just sell it white. Otherwise, you could alch it if you wanted to. Try and if you manage to get really good stats, if you manage to alch it, then it could be worth a fair bit. It's probably not going to sell for all that much. Maybe a couple chaos if you're lucky. And so this guy, I hate not having that vendor there. What happened to my summoner? Check out the stream highlight videos. Hey, Monkey Man. G'day, man. Does someone have a new docs up for us? Well, I'll wait for that new docs instance. I'll let you guys create the instances so I don't give you too much latency. But what's playing standard have to do with being a noob? No, you just play whichever league you prefer. You know, some people want to just invest, like have that character that they work on for a long time and try and perfect it as much as possible, or they want to run crazy builds that wouldn't be much fun in hardcore. Thanks for the run, guys. I have to go. No, that's cool, man. I'm not going to buy 16 freebies, but just thanks for running with the party, man. 3 chaos in this league, 5 link white. There you go. That stops enemy trade request, guys. But guys, we have a spare spot in the party if someone else wants to come in. You can get an invite. There we go. Crit Split was the first one in. Sorry, guys, but Crit Split made it first. Do you have any plans to come to the States for gaming conventions? I'd love to go to the US for like a BlizzCon, so that could be something we might see in the next BlizzCon maybe. But it all depends on finances. I can't really fund a trip to the States at the moment. But next BlizzCon maybe, I'll see what I can do. My cast on damage taken doesn't use mana. Is that normal? Yeah, that's normal. Cast when damage taken doesn't cost any mana at all. It's like, that's why it's really good to just have skills that constantly proc off it, and you don't have to worry about the mana or the cast time or anything. How do people use Arctic Armor? I don't understand how it never runs out. They usually use it with Eldritch Battery builds that have a lot of mana, but you need a lot of mana and a lot of mana regen. So you stack mana regen and usually something like Clarity Aura, level it up a lot, and even the Discipline Aura with Eldritch Battery to get more mana. And then you also stack regen on your gear as much as possible. What happens to the stashes when the leagues reset? They'll go to the relevant leagues. So your domination stash will go to standard. These life regen guys are a pain, and your nemesis stash will go to hardcore. What grade are you trying to get, Ziggy? Just anything in general at the moment. My gear's actually okay, but there's certainly things I could upgrade. Mostly I just need levels actually, so you don't feel like you need to try and, you know, palm any gear my way that you have a drop here. Stop sending me trade requests, Squeebs. Why? Because I don't accept donations. I know you're trying to donate me something. But let's start the run, guys. I don't accept donations just because it ruins the game for me. I like to keep it pure. Especially on this character, because this is the Path of Exile Survival Guide character, which is all about like me trying to emulate the experience that you guys will have coming into the game. That means like trying to only do basic trading that a new player would be able to do, and also you're not accepting things from viewers and stuff. Because if I do that, you know, it kind of ruins the whole thing. It's not like it's not like I can just say to my viewers, you guys, Path of Exile is easy, just get your fans to send you free stuff and then you'll have an easy time with it. That doesn't help anyone. Doesn't help anyone. Why do you call it Reap? It's just kind of a meme that's spawned out of the Path of Exile community. So it's you know, it's just kind of a funny way of saying rip, but which just means rest in peace because your character has died. Usually in hardcore. Actually, I need to go back and sell my stuff at town at some point. Screeve wants to give you some type of gift. Unfortunately, I don't want to accept any type of gift, but I appreciate the thought. Oh, an Alk! There we go. We needed one of those. Now, you have two options with Alks. You can keep them aside and trade them to Chaos, and then trade them for gear. Otherwise, watch out for that Void Bearer. Otherwise, you can spend them on gear yourself. I'm a fan of spending on gear yourself. It's more fun, and you have a good potential, depending on your current gearing situation, of getting upgrades from things like rings and amulets. Find a Rasa and get an Exalted too. But everyone has like lucky moments and unlucky moments. The part of Path of Exile is also knowing what to do with those lucky moments. So because I found Tabula Rasa, I'm like, alright guys, this is something lucky that happened to me, something lucky might happen to you. Here's what I've done with it. I decided to sell the lucky thing for its amount of currency, and then how I used that currency. Sure, one person might have a full run where they never ever find a Chaos Orb their entire run through, but most people are going to have moments of good luck and moments of bad luck. So I think it's been a pretty realistic playthrough overall. In fact, on average, I'd say we've had more bad luck than good luck, especially when it comes to like trying to craft sockets and things like that. Oh man, this character's socket RNG. ZiggyD, how much DPS do you do with Lightning Arrow at the moment? With no Frenzy stacks, wait for that to disappear, 318, almost 320. But with Frenzy stacks, that goes up a little bit. The tooltip DPS of Lightning Arrow is very misleading because of the way the skill function, and also because of the way chain and LMP function. Do I have an open spot? Yeah, looks like we do. You can have room. Oh, looks like Night Dark's got in just before you. Sorry, man. But thanks for pointing it out. I wouldn't have realized. May be a loaded question, but do you feel like your journey to make a living at this was typical? Could have been better? Would you change anything? That's a cool question, man. Overall, I feel like I've had a faster pace than most people would at trying to earn a living doing something like this. But I think that's due to I came into it with a pretty strategic mindset. I knew exactly what I wanted to achieve. I've always had a very clearly defined vision and goal for doing what I'm doing. I never set out to make money, but I set out to do something I enjoy, and I knew that it's something I had to do. I absolutely had to do. So I did everything I could to make it work. So, you know, I've been able to essentially get to a full-time living on YouTube and streaming in 2 years. About 2 years, really. Which is really actually quite fast. I think a lot of people who are like professionals now and who are earning a solid living now have been doing it for about 5 years. I still have a long way to go before we'll be comfortable and be able to like afford things like all of our bills and stuff. Well, I guess we can afford everything kind of now, but we have a long journey to go until we'll be super comfortable. And also have the potential money to like expand things a bit and make high quality stuff go on. But it's been definitely pretty fortunate. So there's nothing I would really change. If I could change anything, I would just have started earlier. I would have started pursuing my dream earlier. Dominus League. I swear about 49% of the time it's called Dominus League. Or Dominion. Dominion's another really one. No, Dominion it is. It's either 51% people call it Domination League and 49% call it Dominion League. Here we go. There we go. What have we got? We got in Australia, Canada, Aussies, more Aussies, Kansas, lots of different people from lots of different states of the US there. Oh, the Caribbean, Poland, nice, Germany, Canada, not calendar. You guys living in Canada. Love you guys from Canada. Sweden, Antarctica. There's always one person from Antarctica. You got your stream delay must be like 10 minutes, man. I'm surprised you're typing. You must have just saw everyone else just typing their location. London, Midwest America, around Chicago, Oklahoma, Aussie, Tennessee, Romania, in Italy at the moment. Nice, man. Montana in the party. Netherlands, Germany, Slovenia. Oh yeah, China. Do we have anyone from Japan? I haven't seen any Japan yet. Czech Republic. Calendar is best country. Germany, Canada. Oh man, how do you even pronounce it? Guten Tag? Guten Tag? Oh, isn't that... I think that's the right pronunciation, isn't it? Screeves, you're from Germany. Guten Tag? Is that how you pronounce it? It's probably butchered by my Australian accent, I'm sure. Calendar is best country. 3 at night in Norway. Thanks for staying up for me, man. Needs a buff. Someone actually said a really nice idea for buffing CI on Reddit today. Putting a node behind CI that so like an extra node, I guess, just here instead of this one, that gives you your life per level as flat ES, and that flat ES cannot be scaled in any way. So that gives you like a few hundred extra ES, and should make CI much more viable for leveling and much easier to switch to it earlier on, and also much more viable for low gear levels. So I think that's a really nice idea. What movement skill, leap slam or lightning warp do you use an archer? Lightning warp is best, unless you have two options. You can go lightning warp, or you can have a weapon switch and leap slam. If you do weapon switch, get 2 bright beaks and have them in either dual wield them. There's a chromatic for someone. and switch and leap slam. That's good for traveling long distances, like doing Lunaris runs and stuff. But otherwise, Lightning Warp's just handy to have for navigating over terrain and stuff. I eventually want to set up a Lightning Warp on this character, so that's just like a little endgame optimization, really. My Chris Wilson impersonation. Hi, I'm Chris Wilson from Grinding Gear Games. What's your favourite thing about Path of Exile? The depth. There's just so much you can do in Path of Exile. But other than that, probably also like the developers and the community. Let's try and YOLO alch one of these pieces of jewelry. Why Dual Bright Beaks? Dual Bright Beaks have a global attack speed modifier that increases leap slam speed by a lot. If you ever see someone leaping around with Dual Bright Beaks, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's very fast. All right, 1 second, guys. I'm gonna alch one of these. What do we want most? Probably the coral ring, I reckon. I need more cold resist. No, we're not gonna get that from this. What's my amulet like? My amulet, the all resist. The lightning damage. Should I alch the amulet or the ring, guys? My rings are okay-ish, and but they're not great, and the amulet's not great either. But they're all kind of just okay-ish. Should I alch the ring or amulet? Ami, ring and Ami, or both or not? I've only got one alch at the moment. Ami, unique Ami is nice. I should chance the Ami. Alright, that's what we're going to do. We're going to chance the Ami and alch the ring. Because I don't want to alch another Comb Sign. I've done it before. Oh! Oh, that's actually not too bad. That's a really nice if we were playing like a Mind Over Matter character. The ES plus the life, mana regen. The mana regen is obviously useless on this character, but the life plus all resist is probably going to make it worth it. We're going to lose some damage. What sort of damage do we lose from that? 318 down to 300. A bit of a DPS lost. I'll sort of give it a whirl and see how it feels. Let's alch the coral. Strength, life, and fire resist. That's actually pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Can I potentially trade out any of those? This is a fire resist, fire and lightning. I'd lose some lightning, but gain a fair bit of life. Let's give that a go and see what my resists look like. My lightning's down a fair bit, but I think I can roll that just for now. Let's give that a go, and I'll keep these rings aside. There we go. That's not too bad. Not too bad on the chance and the alch. I'd say that was a pretty good value chance and alch there. We got some sort of upgrades, and that's a nice one if we if we weren't a blood magic character. All right, guys. Sorry in the docks. I'm coming now. Thanks for waiting for me. Eventually on this character, we'll switch over to mana and run 2 auras, and one of those will be Grace, which will bring our armor up to a nice solid 50% mitigation. I'm pretty sure. I never really realized how fast you level in a group. It's definitely fast smashing docks like this in a group, for sure. There's a lot of synergy going on, like in terms of like the shock stacking. There's like some of the pure DPS characters. There's the burning summoner as well, which is doing a lot. And what else have we got in here? It looks like we've got a melee DPS carry. We've got a lot of DPS characters in this party actually, so pretty good. You never played Coward's Trail unique map? Yeah, I did actually play it. There's a video of it up on the YouTubes. I did Coward's Trail. In full LMP Void Bearers, come and wreck your party. We've come across a few and been okay so far. Looks like everyone in this party is pretty tanky. It's nice to see. And there we go, there's another level. Thanks guys. And oh yes, heavy draw hype. Give us that sweet deeps. There we go, over 320. And a nice jump in life as well. Almost 4k life now. I love that heavy draw cluster, and we should start stunning things a little bit better as well. Hey Ziggy, I swapped out faster projectile for mana leech on the EK Scion, and wow, the 8% DPS it gives me a nice little survivability boost. It's not so much the DPS for faster projectiles, it's really that range. Being able to reach the edge of the screen gives you so much more effective DPS. You can hit many more people at once, and you can stay safer, and there's less running around as well. But if you get a lot of projectile speed on your gear, then you can potentially drop that for sure. When, if ever, should you run Merc Dominus? If it's easy for you. If you have a character built it's a really easy fight, then that's it. So if you're like doing Man Ocean is another streamer I recommend you check out. He usually starts after my stream ends, and he runs Magic Find character running Dominus a lot of the time, and you should definitely check that out. But you should run Dominus if you're trying to Magic Find. There's lots of loot in Dominus, and but only if it's easy for you. If you can do it easily and quickly. That chest is pretty nice. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll link it. Someone in my party might need it. 60 life, fire resist. Yeah, not good enough. And nothing on those either. Could alch the Chaos Res Ring, could be good. Oh no, I should chance the Chaos Res Ring for might attempt to get that Ming's Heart. But let's check if anyone needs that. Probably everyone needs the links. Wow, that's a pretty nice helmet. 97 life, the 2 decent resists on there. And the evasion rating is really nice too. It's a nice helmet, man. I'm guessing you're wearing that. But that would potentially be an upgrade for me even. Appreciate the survival guide, been following it completely through, just hit 70 today and got a unique map I'm unsure what to do with. What's the unique map? And I'm glad you're enjoying the survival guide. I'm glad you were able to stop by for the live edition. Yeah, what's the unique map? And I'll be able to tell you what to do with it. What was that? Coral? Arakutiki, it's not very good. Mountain Ledge, level 67. The Mountain Ledge isn't too tough, but if you're just getting into maps, then it might be a little bit tough. But it's actually a really nice map to run for loot. You'll get really nice loot from it. It's got very high rarity and stuff. If you can run it with a party and one person has Magic Find, like a Magic Find character, if you know anyone that's a Magic Find character, you should definitely run it with them. But otherwise, it's not too hard. There's some difficulty mods on it, but if you take it slow, it's pretty cruisy. Where should I be when I'm level 72 and I've been following your guide, but I don't really know where to XP. I'm running docks, but the XP is slowing down. Yeah, you should stop running docks around 69, I think. People run it to like 74 or even 75, but it is very slow at that point. You can run Catacombs if you just want to get pure XP. Otherwise, Lunaris runs are a good combination of loot plus XP. They're much better. But otherwise, at level 72, you're probably ready to start mapping if you want. But yeah, that's the thing about the survival guide. It's something I've been doing over time. It's a long-term project, so there's definitely a chance that people following it are going to progress past it. Oh yeah, level 67. Thanks, guys. Woot woot. I don't know what we actually get now. I'm not sure what I'm getting now on the next passive. Okay, so where should I head now? I've done my heavy draw cluster. I've got a few options of where I could go. I could go into Templar. Let's actually bring up the ZiggyD guide. See, I even use my own videos sometimes, guys. I remember I was looking up something on Google once, and I ended up pulling up one of my own videos, and I watched the video, and I was like, oh, there you go, that answers my question. I'd like forgotten about it and everything. Okay, here's the high arrow one. Passive skill tree. In case you guys haven't seen this build, there should be a link. Oh, there's actually a link on my Twitch page. Okay, so Aspect of the Eagle is one good option. We could go up for Aspect of the Eagle. I could go into Duelist as well. Duelist is pretty beastly. Have I gone into Duelist yet? No, I haven't. I'd go through Leather and Steel, give me more move speed, attack speed. Let's go through Duelist. Duelist is probably the most attractive for me. That acceleration node is so good. Have you played any Legends of Grimrock? No, I actually haven't. But it seemed more like... There we go, there's the first legit unique of the runs. Nice. Someone got a buckskin tunic. That's a nice cosmetic transaction one. Ashrend. Yeah, GG on the Ashrend, man. But I think that's it. I think that's it for the run, guys. So shout outs to my party members for the Path of Exile Survival Guide. Let's give them some shout outs. There's a few that have left, but we've had a few switches. But we've got Crit Split, Spit Crit Split, Sister Twister, the Summoner, Mercury Tides, No Name Build, and Screeves. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the run. It was good fun. We got some good leveling going. Let's check out this. This is just a chromatic. So we got some good progression done on the character. Didn't really find any. Oh, actually, we managed to craft a bit of an amulet and ring upgrade. They're slight upgrades, kind of side grades, but better balancing our character. We've got almost 4k HP now. We managed to get the heavy draw cluster as well. Heading up into Duelist just now, but we've got enough. You can do docks to 69 pretty well, but 67 should probably be safe to do some progression. Like, depending on my resists are a little bit low. Fire resist is capped though, lightning's a little bit low. I could potentially do some progression, so in the next episode of the Path of Exile Guide, I should be able to do some progression.